Hello, everyone. Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker. Guy with it's an all right haircut. This lady, she really kind of, I don't know what her deal is, who cut my hair, but I'm trying not to go back to her. I'll pay more for like a really skilled barber next time. Oh boy, try not to move, not to breathe too hard, although I'm getting better. I wiped out on my bike yesterday. Oh, it's so uh, just ridiculous because it was totally my fault. I tried to take a left turn too fast, and it wasn't the turn itself. I tried to be courteous, stick my hand out while I had one hand on the handlebars and tried to turn left. No, I lost control, wiped out. And I don't know if this was a good or the bike's okay. That's good. It was clicking a little bit, but then it seemed like the chain set itself. I gotta put more JB weld on the side view mirror because it kind of got knocked loose. So the side view mirror can be in place because I had it in place for a while with that JB weld, so it was in the perfect spot to see cars behind me. But this guy got out of the car and he had to help me up, so I was going too fast, being too risky, and tried to turn too hard. Well, it wasn't really the turning itself. Like I could have turned, but I didn't need to go that fast. So got it was first accident in 6 months, and it sucked. But I'm wondering, okay, do I need to go to the emergency room? Do I have internal bleeding? Do I possibly have a break in my ribs? And I had class last night, and I really, really didn't want to miss class. So I'm like, well, if I go to the emergency room now, I'm definitely going to miss class because there's no way I'm getting out of an a Hollywood area emergency room in under like 8 hours, probably. So I managed to ride my bike home. I thought maybe I'll walk a little bit. I had the wind knocked out of me, but I was like, no, managed to ride it home. But the ribs on my right side are really bruised, and I had to ride a little slower. Carrying the bike up the stairs, I'm like, oh boy, how am I going to do this? I got to carry him up 3 flights of stairs. What I did, thank goodness, I've been working on my upper body strength really hard for a while. It sucks. I'm not going to be able to work out for it. I'll have to take it easy, but probably at least 3 weeks, if not a month. I know that because when I had my car crash back when I was homeless and sleeping in my car, um, it was a month before I could work out. I tried working out at the gym before then, even when I felt better, and then the next day it hurt so much. I'm like, oh man, I just set back my recovery. So I really gotta, whenever I decide to start working out again, I can do certain, like, it's not as bad as my car crash. So I can do sort of like some leg workouts. I can walk around. Already today, I'm feeling better after yesterday. But man, yesterday I was hurting. And yeah, I managed to. So I was lucky I built up this upper body strength to where I just knew grab the bike with my left arm, lift it up, do not use any of my right side of my body like my torso to like keep this bike up. Use only my left arm, which is really hard because when you think about your right side, you want to flex those muscles and contract them. So I made it up okay. Had the wind knocked out of me, like I said. Walking hurt. Man, I took out the trash in my room. I don't deal with the trash in the kitchen. And walking back out from the trash to the street because I was gonna go to a shop. I was like I had to stop like every 2 steps. This lady was like, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good. Go ahead. Nothing you could do." She's like, "Are you going this way?" I'm like, "No, no, it's fine. I'm going that way out the door." And I went to a shop to get new Tupperware because I don't know if this was lucky for me or not. Probably was good for me. When I crashed, so I have my lunch bag. It's it's like a little cooler. I'm looking at it now, like a soft. I don't want to go over there and grab it and pick it up, even though I could, but it'll be a little painful. But it's a lunch bag, but it's insulated, so it's padded sort of to keep stuff cool. And I always have it strapped around me like this, almost like a seatbelt. I was lucky, I guess, because I had 2 pieces of Tupperware inside too. And when I fell right on that thing instead of hitting the pavement. And so I was like, what is this thing under my ribs when I fell? and I fell on that. When I got home, I opened it up, saw the plastic piece of Tupperware was shattered into pieces. So I'm like, oh, I guess that's kind of good, right? Because it's almost like that happened instead of me. I had a glass piece of Tupperware that did not break. That was cool. And so I was like, oh, I need another piece of Tupperware. So went around the corner and got one. And immediately I'm thinking, okay, don't feel sorry for myself. I'm like, damn, I'm getting my body into shape and stuff. Keep focused on my nutrition. That was one thing I messed up on last time when I was in my car crash. So if you don't know, there's videos of this on my channel, like not of the crash itself. I wish I had that, but immediately afterwards, like when I still had the wind knocked out of me and the paramedics and stuff hadn't even arrived yet. I was sleeping in my car at 2:30 in the morning in Sun Valley by Burbank Airport. Someone crashed into my car at like 2:30 in the morning in the rear, destroyed it. The car went skidding forward down the road like 6 feet. I was thrown against the steering wheel, hit the left side of my ribs. I couldn't even walk at the moment. Like everything was hurting, and I'm starting to remember. Oh yeah, it hurt for like a while, like even to walk, and to get into my rental car after that. But after a month, I was able to work out again. Even before that, I was walking around. So after I make this video, I'm going to go walking around for a while. I'm trying to deep breathe as long, as I was saying that, as long as it's not too painful, because I don't want it to get stiff. I've been just proactive about looking up everything to recover. Thank goodness, like I'm in good shape. My nutrition has been improved so much the last week because like I decided I just want to eat everything right. So like I'm getting arugula, bok choy. I go to the farmer's market, get tomato. I don't know if they're organic there. I never really know. Okay, is organic really better than non-organic? Is it better for the environment? Not really. Sometimes I heard it uses a lot more water, and I don't even know if the farmer's market has organic stuff. They say farm fresh. They don't say organic there. And I got these organic bananas back. They're the ones wrapped in plastic. They're damn expensive, but I'm like, whatever. I have the money, so I'm just going to throw everything at this thing. Been taking ibuprofen, that helps. I remember that from when I had braces when I was younger. I don't have any videos of that. Tea tree oil. I was like, hey, I got tea tree oil. I've had it for a while. I forget why I got it in the first place. Oh, I got it for a rash on my face when I was sleeping in a sleeping bag in my car. And look, I don't know if it really works or not, but I just take a few drops on it, rub it on my ribs, and it feels so much better. Like it's got this strong, it's almost like a mint feeling. I don't, I'm right now, I'm like, I don't care if I'm buying into like, what's it called, science? Like, what's it called? Now I forget the word. I knew the word before. But I don't care if I'm buying into some like junk like cures or something, as long as they're not going to hurt me. I went to so I was looking up stuff, and I'm like, okay, I see someone saying dandelions help you, so I went and got dandelion tea. I went and got raw honey and royal jelly, which was like $22 for like a little jar of this. Hey, I'm grateful, glad I can afford that. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll get it. Anything to give me any little edge. The dandelion tea, walnuts for omega-3 acids. I'm taking zinc, taking grapefruits I got back there too. I had one this morning. It's in that bag. For vitamin C, that supposedly helps with recovery. I already had a bunch of zinc pills or tablets. And ice packs. That was one thing that really sucked when I was in my car. I didn't have a freezer, so I couldn't use ice packs. We have ice packs here in my apartment. I'm like, man, put an ice pack, let it sit there for like 30 minutes. It feels so much better when it just goes numb. Sleeping, it was painful, but like it was all right last night. And I was just trying not to get down, like, damn, I'm going to be, not able to work out. I love working out. I really, really enjoy it. Like, I love doing it. Might ride my bike this weekend. We'll see. Like, I'm going to take it slow. I'm definitely not going to be able to do pull-ups. But, and pushing my bike is more painful than riding it. But either way, all around, I'm going to be careful. I want to fix my rearview mirror. And just like I said, throw everything at, and also keep my nutrition good. So A big mistake I forgot. I got off on a tangent. Last time when I was in that car crash, for some reason I got in my head, oh, I can't work out, so I may as well not eat as well. And I gained weight. And so I'm like, this time I want to lose even more weight and keep my nutrition good. So uh, already I've been feeling better today. At first this morning, ooh, the pain was worse than yesterday. I'm like, oh boy, what is this? But trying to deep breathe somewhat so it doesn't get stiff. And I heard you can get pneumonia if you get a rib injury and you don't deep breathe enough. And just kind of checking, make sure, like, is there no like acute problem like a fracture or something? And I don't think so. And yeah, just got to be more cautious on my bike. So, I was getting out of the shower today, and that was showering wasn't bad, but trying to get the towel and towel off was difficult. And at some point, I just thought, "Oh, stop whining, you big baby." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like it almost just like I realized I said that in my head. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. Like it's all right. I'll be okay." Um, and I should have been more careful, so I got to be more careful. And just be grateful for the challenge. And even then, like I went to the grocery store today, so I'm off work today because I cannot lift stuff. Like not just lift stuff, I can barely lean over to grab stuff. So I'm like, I don't want to risk it. And also, like I was in class last night. When it came time for my review in class, I was like, oh, I'm going to be good. I'm just going to sit still and just talk. I said, hi, and I just flinched because I realized I said it too forcefully, and then I had to explain, yeah, I had a rib injury, but I'm going to get through this. But I just can't move really. Um, but yeah, so like I'm annoyed that I had to miss work today. But I'm like, it's good. It's all good. It's like I need to recover. Thank goodness it's a job where all that's covered. I get sick leave and everything, so I'm like, whatever. I don't think I needed to go to a doctor. They probably wouldn't have told me much. I don't think I had a concussion. Thank goodness, and I was wearing my helmet. Man, wear your helmet if you can. I get it now why people don't, which is it's not always convenient. It kind of discourages you from riding a bike. And also, we need fucking safer streets here. Again, this accident was my fault, but we need to keep cars off the same spaces with bikes as much as possible. Part of the reason I was speeding was because a car was behind me. Now the passenger got out and helped me pick my bike up and stuff, so they were cool. But I was trying to, not hold the car up. So I'm not saying that was their fault. Definitely, that's on us to be safe about how we ride our bikes. But and it was a little residential street with lots of speed humps and stop signs. But yeah, I was just trying to go way too fast. And either way, it's like, but this stuff does happen. Like, and having safe bike lanes and different lanes for bikes and cars does help prevent this stuff. This it shouldn't. It's not like people deserve to get injured just because they ride poorly on the street. It's like, well, what was that? Like you're trying to inflict punishment on people by saying, oh, the bikes get to deal with the car traffic. But anyways, so yeah, like I wish we had more bike options, safe options for safe biking. As it is, I'm just gonna remember take it slower. That could have been a lot worse. And I was talking to Joseph about it, Moist Andy, and he knows because he's been hit by cars on his bike. He loves riding his bike, and he had a serious accident last summer where he broke his neck and he, could have died. And thank goodness he's pretty much recovered fully. Like he's fine. He's got a little scarring above his eye, but thank goodness, man. And also the crappy medical system, but I won't even get into that. Thank goodness Joseph, though, he got good care from what it sounds like. So yeah, I'm just trying to take care of myself, just be well, just keep my nutrition sharp. I'm like, okay, if I can't exercise, maybe I can just keep eating right, keep my, nutrition good, and at least not gain fat. So at least keep cutting because I've been good about that. And man, arugula gets bitter though as you keep it. It's like so bitter, but I'm like, that's fine. I'll keep enjoying it, because I know it's so healthy for me. The bok choy easier to stomach, but yeah. So I'm like, I'm feeling better quickly. That ice pack, man, that's a lifesaver. So that's what sucks about being homeless. You got all this stuff you can't get access to. Anyways, So yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just having to learn how to do stuff without flexing the right side of my torso in any way, which I'm like learning to do. I'm always terrified. Getting out of bed is the worst. That's the scariest because I had to really just go through some pain this morning with that. But even that, it wasn't like absolutely horrible. So, anyways, I had my first bike crash. So, hope to never do that again. Go, trying to sit forward. And I'm kind of learning how to sit forward like without using this side of my abs to like pull my body forward. There, get trying to center myself in the shot. Use my legs without tensing my abs. All right. So I'm gonna go for a walk and just try and like recover and think carefully about like how I'm gonna ride my bike. I'm gonna be more careful from now on. You know, be less fast. I was trying to get out of work because I had to stay out of work late. I mean, I was trying to get home quickly so I could get ready, like do some reading for class and then get ready for my class last night. Then ended up, making it worse for myself. So, anyways, lucky it wasn't worse, and I should be good within like a month or so. But just be careful, people. So, just eating clean foods now. I'm not, like I said, I'm not eating desserts. I'm not trying to just indulge myself, and I guess it's helping my recovery. So, anyways, that's it for now. Be safe when you're riding out there, driving. Don't take shortcuts. Hey, we all do it, but try not to take them because you always take for granted. Hey, it always works until it doesn't. So. Also, let's just get more safe biking areas. We could do it. By the way, it's not a way of like forcing cars off the road. It makes it better for drivers because there's less traffic. Each person who leaves their car to take a bus or a bike or the metro or whatever, that's so much traffic that's reduced because one car can jam up traffic if it's caught in an intersection or gets in a crash or, drives aggressively and rapidly brakes and accelerates. So, it leaves good options for drivers. People, I think people should be able to drive if they want, but overall, we need to get towards, more environmentally sustainable and safer. So many people die because of car crashes and get injured. But, give people the option of biking. Right now, it's not that safe in LA to bike for the most part. So, give them the option. And all of a sudden traffic will ease up so much because it's just I never really needed a car for my job. I needed it for film work and when I lived in my car because I had to drive everywhere. But for my job, I live close to my job. Like it always felt weird and kind of a waste, and I had to worry about my car, where I parked it and stuff, and moving it. And having a bike, it's just great. It's like, oh, I love it. I enjoy it. I have so much more energy afterwards. It's such great exercise. It alleviates traffic for people. So much less expensive to maintain. So, anyways, it's a good deal all around. All right, everyone. So think about getting a bike, but be safe about it, and learn good bike routes that are away from the main roads for the most part. Like me, I pretty much only except where I can't take, neighborhood streets where the speed limit's low and there's speed humps and stop signs. All right, everyone. Bye.